My name is Darreon. I am the Director of Analytics and Research at ClearlyRated. My primary role, I have a lot of things that I cover, but my primary role basically is to make my company smarter, appear as thought leaders, appear as knowledgeable about the industries that we serve, and to help basically our industries improve their CX, so experience in all the different audiences that we touch, as well as the research part of my title allows me to conduct really in-depth and customized research with some enterprise level clients and organizations, and allows them to explore, thought leadership topics as well as strategic goals for their individual organizations. I handle a lot, I touch a lot, but overall it's to make my company appear smarter. We partnered with you all to Associate Analyst for my team, and we found that in the form of Pierre. Use you all to find somebody to basically support all of the myriad of responsibilities that I just kind of covered. We needed some help. My team is small but mighty. We used you all and found a great resource in Pierre. We were looking for help and specific skill sets, and we were looking to do so on a budget. As I mentioned, we are a small team. We're growing. We're still, have pretty tight budget constraints, and so that's what led us to LatamCent kind of in the first place as an organization. Additionally, some of the specific problems we are trying to solve on my team are one, servicing some specific large client contracts that we had taken on. So we needed some help, as I'm sure we just needed some help servicing those and making sure that we were getting good products out the door and good deliverables to those organizations. And so Pierre's been really helpful in those areas. And then the second main thing that we're trying to solve with this resource that we're looking for is basically make my team more efficient. A lot of that involves reporting automation and just making the analytics organization at ClearlyRated just more efficient, more automated, more streamlined, allowing us to get more insights out the door rather than spending our time on the little things that aren't as important or aren't as valuable. I'll tackle the middle part, which is how do you decide which roles to prioritize. That has just been ongoing conversation and just an ongoing need as a part of the analytics team for a while now. We're consistently find ourselves stretched too thin. We just needed help, and we needed somebody with specific skills that could allow them to help us make an immediate impact. In terms of how did we collaborate with the LatamCent team, I think it was a very kind of open and pretty efficient process. Generally, it was the means of communication was primarily Slack. We also had some video meetings. And then there was some emails as well to share resources and ideas and things like interview questions and things of that nature. But the LatamCent team was very proactive in communication, letting us know when new candidates were in the pipeline for us to review, letting us know specifics on questions that we might have about availability and flexibility and things like that. So I think it was well-oiled process for us. I found it to be quite easy to move candidates through our pipeline and get those interviews scheduled quickly. Help us make decisions, yes, no, how to proceed. That was also quick and efficient as well. For my team in particular, we have definitely seen some positive outcomes so far. As I mentioned, Pierre was able to help us actually create some direct deliverables that have been included into some reporting deliveries to a large client of ours where there's a lot of money on the line. And so Pierre has been valuable in workflow, assisting our other analysts here on that work. So that was very positive. Additionally, we have seen some great progress on some of the kind of reporting automation tasks that I had mentioned. So that one's a little bit of a longer play. So we're kind of in the midst of scoping and starting to build that out. But I've seen some really positive efforts and some positive results so far on that. So I'm excited to get that process continued to push through. The two main things are just, the speed and efficiency. Honestly, just when I think about hiring, I'm often a little overwhelmed, with all the other things on my plate, as I'm sure most people are. Working with you all was very helpful to have just a partner to handle a lot of the X's and O's and the little things with hiring that can take up a lot of time. And so I appreciate that. Also, the speed with which we were provided candidates and which they were available for interviews and then available for hire was great. And generally, you all have been quite friendly and helpful and approachable with questions. So it's been nice.